Hello guys, I have the Halo Infinite story, Tidbit Sweet Food Testicle Preview Dynamite. Chief and the Weapon reach the House of Reckoning and confront Mighty Escarum, who has anticipated the arrival and opportunity to truly test their foe. A brutal battle with Chief of course wins, versus a foul breath of Soul's enemy that is death for orders by further conflict. Escarum died, the pirate is freed, but one is loose. The remains Harbinger, Chief, and the Weapon head for the Sound Auditorium. On the trail of Harbinger, Chief and the Weapon exit the conservatory for the concert called the Spire, where they meet Samara Adjutant Resolution, who guides them through the ancient structure and reveals its purpose. The reconstruction is that a Halo Master Chief orders the Weapon to halt Reformation, invading Adjutant Resolution, and start a battle with the Submariner. Victorious, Chief and the Weapon instate shut down the Spire, revealing a network of structures around the ring. As the Spire collapses around him, the duo resolve to locate and neutralize the remaining Spire before Halo is once again made operable. Yeah. They entered the next one, and then they wanted the bands to locate to gain access to the secret device called the Sales Auditorium. Ace shut down the Spire as a way extraction by the pirate. Suddenly, the Pelican is hijacked by a Spartan killer. It's Theodorf, away from the convoy facility. The Weapon quickly opens a portal and escapes the Chief for the pursuit of their friend. Through the portal, Weapon and Master Chief arrive at a forward location called the Respiratory. They wanted the pilot is taken to the house of the stronghold of the badass war chief, Edsurum, to bathe in the final confrontation. The bait accepted, and they fight their way out of the Respiratory. Along the transit stage, we've discovered fragments of memories of Cortana. Revealing the truth behind the weapon's creation, she's in fact the exact copy of Cortana. Whereas if you saw the trailer for Halo Infinite on E3, I basically said, "Oh look, it's Cortana," and I was like, "Oh look, it's Cortana." No, that was actually. It's just funny when I watched I just turned on the Microsoft one, and the game that was showing was Halo. Whoa! And then when they started showing the indie games again, I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to watch this anymore." Mojo, Chief and the Weapon resign Auditorium. Let's see of Cortana's power. Now claims the control by the Halbigger. The enemy reveals the Auditorium with the force past judgment upon her species. The endless asceticism and prison inside Zeta Halo. The Halbigger has sought an uneasy alliance with the banished. We have people planet new associated before disrupted by the Master Chief. Finally defeated, the Halbigger says its people has been founded. And the endless flow at long last will be unleashed. The Reformations is averted, but the Auditorium begins to collapse. Chief and the Weapons escape through the unknown destination. En route to the Spire, the Pelican is brought down by the anti-aircraft by the Vanished. Chief sets out on to disable the guns and confronted by hologram by Essurum, who reveals the best warriors in hand. The Chief, head of ATX, Rocks, better known as the player as Spartan Killers and Rapid Assassin Chief plays as the AA guns. Defeats the Spartan Killers Hyperius and Traverse. Retreats the pirates and the graveyard USSCs reunited in the pirate and the weapon. Master Chief takes make for the second Spire. The second Spire discovered a lockdown started by the Harbinger and adaptation of Chief's weapon's arrival. Unable to break the security protocols and their own, the weapon readies the plans to bypass the Spire's lockdown by utilizing that strands gathered by the nearby foreign energy beacons. Chief and the Weapon gather these strands to gain access to the Spire. When they want these efforts have been heard, the Harbinger nets the opening the ring system for their own uses. Yeah. Because of people Xandria of the last game, well, Halo, it's gonna be kind of hard to make a plot when Halo 5 was so bad. That's kind of true. It is kind of bad. It is kind of hard. It's gonna be kind of difficult for difficult task for them to overcome because Halo 5 was so bad. It was so horrible. Halo 5's plot was just horrible, and Halo 5 is probably the worst Halo game of them all. Yeah, the worst Halo game. Yeah. Of all. Yeah, that's basically about this video. Goodbye.